I want to tell you about my biggest loss. I think that's very useful. Cygnus E-Transactions. Who here has heard of that company? Yeah, some of my students. This company cost me $500,000. It was my best friend's dad's company. They basically invented print-at-home ticketing. I thought it was going to be huge back a few years ago. I was wrong. I was dead wrong. The company had all sorts of problems. They turned out to be a penny stock. I don't go looking for penny stocks. They seem to come to me. You know, I invested in this company. I was like, oh, this is a great technology. Then they become a stock on the stock market, and they're a penny stock. I'm like, I'm cursed, you know. I try to get out, and it pulled me back in. Godfather. And I lost a lot of money. And I didn't understand at the time. I was very bitter. I began to drink a lot. It was a nasty time in my life. And I thought, you know, I had had so much success. I was batting 1,000 before Cygnus. And then I lost $500,000. It wasn't all my money. It was like roughly half my money. But when you lose half your money, you lose all your credibility. So it was a tough time. I got ripped by like the New York Post and Gawker. And then because I have, you know, as you might be able to tell, a big mouth, I had been trying to get attention for many years. I was on CNBC, drunk as shit. Took a lot of tequila shots because I was so nervous about going on CNBC, and that made me more exciting. A reality show producer saw me on CNBC, and he said, hey, you want to be on this show? And I was like, sure, why not? You know, I was in the dumps. I was like, this can't get any worse. So I had these reality show cameras in my face as I'm drinking, and my hedge fund basically lost 36% in 1 year, which was terrible, but not the end of the world. We still finished up 2% per year, but it was really a big loss for my ego. And again, my credibility got lost. You can still Google this and you'll see like Tim Sykes lost all his money and there's rumors of everything. What I didn't understand at the time was that you have to play by some of the rules. As you get experience in whatever field you choose, you will learn rules, discipline. And the only way to learn them is to lose and to break them. At the time, I did not have risk management in place. I knew penny stocks were good. I knew the patterns. I had made a lot of money very quickly, but I didn't understand risk. I didn't understand when to cut losses. And my biggest loss taught me that. So at the time, I was very bitter. Now I'm very thankful. You know, I would never have learned risk management without that big loss, without that really shitty year.